Let's go to a break.
No,
I want to get out and watch this.
Khaled joins us. Hello, Khaled.
All right, Khaled.
Hello.
Hi, Khaled.
All right, Khaled.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just a little bit annoyed at the both of you.
You're annoyed at the both of us. Go on.
Yeah, because I'm an Arsenal fan, and Arsenal had a great result today. Absolutely out, one of the comebacks of the season in the Europa in a European tie.
Right.
And you haven't given them a mention.
Khaled,
we're talking to these Rangers fans.
Hold on.
Rangers fans coming on here talking about they're going to.
Hold on.
Go on.
Do you listen to the start of the show?
Yes, I did.
Right. What do I say at the beginning of every show?
Arsenal fans call up, Leicester fans call up, Rangers fans call up.
If Arsenal fans don't phone up, how am I going to talk about Arsenal with fans?
I'm sorry, but I just feel like you've been so obsessed with the Rangers fans.
No, but answer that question,
Coming
Khaled.
on here
No, Khaled.
talking absolute rubbish.
Khaled.
Saying that they want to draw us in the Europa
But you're
League.
talking about Rangers now.
A bunch of twerps.
But
You're just beating a bunch of twerps. What they called Antwerp.
Khaled, you're talking about Rangers now, and you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. And?
Oh, you phoned up. No, Khaled, listen. Khaled, listen. You phoned up to moan. Khaled, I don't know what your problem is. You phoned up to moan that we're not talking about Arsenal. You're an Arsenal fan. You phoned up and you're talking about Rangers.
Usually you'd have a little monologue with Jason there about performances and what's gone on and what's happening. You haven't even mentioned Arsenal.
We did at the top of the show. Why don't you phone up then?
No.
Why is it taking?
Why don't you mention them? Why don't you say what an excellent comeback?
Why don't you get a job as a producer, get a job at talkSPORT, and then you can produce a show?
Well, it's not about that. It's about me listening to the show, and I listen to the show every night, and I actually like you and Jason.
Well, why, Khaled? Why didn't you phone up at 10? Why didn't you phone up at 10 to talk about Arsenal?
Well, I did, but I was put on hold, and then I was told to call back later.
Not at 10 o'clock. You weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, he's got your call record in front of me. You weren't. You didn't phone up at 10. But you understand how every night the show is dictated to by the football fan. So if 50 Rangers fans phone up
every single night, and I understand every single night,
Khaled,
Jason would talk about a team's performance. You'd break a team. You'd break a performance down. You'd talk about the pros and the cons. You haven't even mentioned Arsenal, mate.
Khaled, we did. Khaled, that's not true. We did. Khaled,
that's a lie.
Khaled, we did. We did. Khaled, we did mention Arsenal. We did. We spoke about Arsenal.
I've been listening to you since 10 o'clock.
No,
I listen to you every
Khaled,
Monday to Thursday.
We did mention. We did. We spoke about Arsenal. I mentioned how big a result it was for Arteta because that's all they've got left. That's basically what I said.
Talking about 2% and 5%, and what is it? Degrees, 5 degrees.
That was later. That was later. I did mention.
And also, sorry, Khaled, sorry, Khaled. Also, you kicked off at 5 to 6. We came on air straight after Leicester got beat and knocked out the competition. That's a bigger story.
What bigger story than Arsenal coming back with a last-minute goal to progress?
It is. It is.
It's
a more recent story.
Yeah. Did you watch the game?
I don't understand what your problem is, Khaled.
Khaled's got the hump. Khaled, you won tonight, Khaled.
Yeah, of course I got the hump.
Khaled, you won.
We're one of the top teams in English football, and we haven't had an option tonight.
You're not one of the top teams in English football.
Khaled.
Yeah, we are.
The league table says you're 11th.
The third most successful team in English football history.
Khaled,
how are we not?
Khaled, the first hour of the show, we only talk about teams that are in the top half of the table.
Manager than you, mate. What's Ollie won?
Khaled.
Listen to him.
Khaled.
Go on. What's Ollie won?
Khaled.
Second.
What's Ollie won, mate?
Second. Khaled, what's your problem, Khaled?
Khaled.
My problem is...
Cheer up, Khaled. Come on, Khaled. We're getting out of lockdown soon.
Jason,
you went through tonight.
Let Khaled speak. Go on, Khaled.
Khaled, come on.
Go on, Khaled.
If it was United or Chelsea that played that game tonight against Benfica, mate, you'd be... Oh, mate, you'd be drooling.
Right.
You'd be like, what a comeback. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, my... But Arsenal... Right. No, you don't want to give them a mention. All you want to do...
Khaled, Man United went through tonight. We haven't even mentioned them. Khaled, Man United went through tonight. We didn't even mention them once.
Mate, they went through in the first leg. And
but I'm just saying, your argument about United going... Khaled, come on. Khaled.
Putting the game into context.
Khaled.
If United did what Arsenal did tonight...
Khaled, get over yourself.
Khaled.
Mate.
Khaled.
No, I'm being
Khaled.
Right, let me ask Khaled a question. Khaled, let me ask you a question, Khaled, right? What's the bigger story? Leicester being bumped out or Arsenal winning?
Arsenal winning.
Right. Well, hold on. I've got all tomorrow's back pages in front of me. The big picture, the big story is Leicester. So they all disagree with you.
Khaled.
Hold on. What do you make of that? That all the back pages are going with the big story is Leicester being dumped out of the competition.
A minute ago, the back pages was all about the cricket. So what are you talking about?
No. No. Listen to me.
You were reading the back pages a minute ago.
Listen. All the back pages, their main football story, Khaled, is all about Leicester.
I doubt that very much. No, I have to see.
Are you calling me a liar? Okay, well, it's not. If you call me a liar,
I'm not calling you a liar.
I just told you what. I just told you what it is.
I'm sure there's Arsenal. I'm sure there's the Arsenal story in there as well.
No, there is. But the big story, Khaled.
Hold on. Let me see.
The big story is Leicester going out.
Jason, give that a rest.
Hold on.
I've never met a Khaled. Khaled, what is your problem?
You're in Khaled. If it was Chelsea or United,
well, it was United. United did win, and we didn't speak about them
because they won in the first leg, mate. If they came back, you've got to put the game into context. What we came back from.
Khaled, if you're in the Champions League, mate, maybe we'd talk about Arsenal.
If I was in the Champions League,
maybe if you're in the Emmerdale Cup. Right,
mate.
You're in the Emmerdale Cup.
You bought the Champions League.
Khaled, you're in the Emmerdale Cup.
Let me ask you one question. We're running over, Khaled. Let me ask you this question, right? Let me ask you this question. If we're doing a show, let's imagine you're producing the show, right? And you've got a switchboard, and there's 20 calls about Rangers, and there's one about Arsenal. Which way would you go?
Right, but you set up the questions, Andy, at the beginning of the show.
But people can still phone in, Khaled.
No, but you didn't. Oh my God! You didn't say once. We did. Arsenal fans.
Khaled, do you know what? Khaled, do you know what? Khaled, I'm not going to talk about Arsenal any time next week now because of you.
Oh, Khaled, what have you done to him, Khaled?
All right.
Why have you done that?
All right, Khaled. Because I've never met someone moan about nothing.
No, how am I moaning about nothing?
You're not talking about me enough.
You're not talking about.
You're not talking about me enough. You phone up and talk about you, but all you've done since you've come on to talk about Arsenal's performance is moan. You've been on 20 minutes. I've had you on the show now,
Khaled,
20 minutes, and you've not once talked about
complaining, Khaled. That's what he does.
Okay, so you've been on 7 minutes. Sorry, you've been holding in total. You've been on. In those 7 minutes, Khaled. In those 7 minutes, you have not talked about Arsenal's performance. You've just moaned.
I'm annoyed at both of you for not mentioning Arsenal.
Khaled, here's a question for you. I like your show,
but to not mention us and not...
We did mention you, Khaled.
Khaled, I've got a question for you.
Don't fade it down.
I've got a question for you. Let me speak to Khaled.
He's gone. He's put the phone down. I've never encountered that in my life.
Please talk about us.
Unbelievable. Arsenal now. Next week, no, not talking about Arsenal.